Hi there, my name is Tyson, and this is my 5-minute presentation on the two churches in China. The first church in China to be aware about is called the Three Self-Patriotic Movement Church, or otherwise known as the Registered Church, or just for short, the Three Self Church. Uh, this is the legal state Christian church in China, supported by the government. Um, it upholds its values. It upholds the Bible, the Apostles' Creed, and the Nicene Creed as well. So, while it has some very good theological um, values and beliefs, it still is a works-based system, like Catholicism, and it believes that the church is there to administer the sacraments. It also believes that works and faith cannot be separated, though I'm sure if that is also a shout out to a works-based theology or more towards James chapter 2. Anyways, the registered church has about 23 million people. Um, they have over 50,000 churches, and which include 18 Bible schools and one seminary. So that's really cool. It's loyal and patriotic to the government, though. Um, and theologically, within the 50,000 churches, it's very diverse. Um, there's not one theological standard. Um, to say, though I would say most people fall under probably, or most of the churches probably fall under the banner of those three categories of the Apostles' Creed, the Nicene Creed, and the Bible. And then on the other side, you have the unregistered church, the house church, or also known as the underground church. So it's unclear, obviously, how many believers are a part of this church, but it's believed that there's upward of 100 million people. Um, and so this is not legal by the state of China. So persecutions and arrests still happen. Um, and it all depends on the local official. They can be either very lenient, and so um, gathering in public is not a big deal, or they could persecute to the full extent of the Chinese law and throw people in jail. Um, and the biggest issue facing this church is its leadership and theological issues. A lot of different sects that have rised up, different, maybe even cults, you could call them, and just untrained leaders. And so you have some great positives from these two churches. There's a greater openness to have that conversation about Christianity. Um, you see a huge multiplication of believers. Um, it I mean, there was about 70,000 believers at one point, and now it's upwards to 125 million approximately, which is amazing. And the fact that there's now Christian Bibles and literature available um, as well, though a lot of the Bibles and literature um, is regulated in how much can be printed. And so there's a huge growing interest with college students and professionals too when it comes to Christianity. Some of the negatives, though, are obviously you still have over 1 billion people in China that don't know the Lord, and so um, how do you reach those people? And then the deep division between the two churches, the unity between them is just probably non-existent. Um, and then, so with the registered church, with the Three Self Church, it's liberal dogma pretty much because it's controlled theology by the state. Um, and so the house or the house church, the underground church, is more of a conservative Bible believing uh, church, though because of the lack of trained leaders, theology is up in the air. And so, what does that mean? It means that there's a lot more work to be done in China. It means that there's a big need for people to go over there and help train the pastors there and to help give them the skills to be able to preach a theologically Bible believing message. Um, and so the prayer is that as Christianity is becoming more and more accepted and there's a greater openness in China, that we'll see the number of followers continue to grow, um, and that the fear of persecution and arrests won't be a deterrent. So it's really cool what's happening in China. I really didn't know this before about the two different churches and how popular they've gotten. And so it's really encouraging for me to see such a huge boom in the followers of Jesus over there, but also to realize it's just a stepping stone as there's far more work to do. Anyways, thank you so much.